right, welcome back. Whitlock and Wiley. LeVar Arrington and Warren Sharp are back. Let's move to Baltimore, where Lamar Jackson and the Ravens have been making big claims about revolutionizing the NFL this year, which had a lot of people thinking they would find creative ways to exploit Lamar's ability as a runner. But the quarterback actually says he plans to throw probably 30 passes a game and run the ball less than he did last year. I think that's crazy. Lamar's talking about throwing the ball 30 times a game. That's 408. That would put him in the middle of the pack. I think last year he averaged about 22 passes a game. I think Lamar wants to be a passing pocket quarterback, perhaps more than the Ravens would like for him to be, because the money's in being a passing pocket quarterback. I think that's what's driving Lamar.
I think what's driving him is, one, his ability, which I believe in, which I saw when I went to the Chargers-Ravens game, the first of the two that they had in 3 weeks. And two, just the experience of being a rookie in this league, and no matter what you try to do, it's nearly impossible to slow it down. And knowing that most rookie quarterbacks, when they get into the playoffs, it doesn't end well for the young quarterback first time in the playoffs. And you can even look at the newly retired Andrew Luck. Remember when he went against the Patriots? My goodness, 45-7. Like, stop that, young man. Like, it's a whole different animal. So this guy has the ability. Now the game will slow down, and he's starting to talk like he's trusting in that ability. So I'm in no position to discourage him from talking like this based on what I've seen, some of the throws he's made, and the obvious maturation that's going to occur from your second-year experience versus your first.
Look, when was Lamar Jackson most efficient as a passer? It was not on second and third down when he was reacting to the defense. It was on first down. On first down, when he threw the football, 60% success rate, 9.1 yards per pass attempt, and a better than average passer rating. On second down, 60% dropped down to 36%, 9.1 yards per attempt dropped down to 6.7 yards per attempt. The point being, when he throws the ball more often on first down, he's getting a defense that's playing the run, and he can do more things with the passing game with a defense that's loaded up to stop him from running the football. That's when he needs to be throwing the football more. So if the Ravens get into a situation where they are trailing, he is going to have to throw the football more. But I think that the Ravens are going to come out this year because he had a full year of training camp, which he didn't have last year, because he had starts and all the film study in the offseason based on what he did last season. He's in a much better place right now. Better offensive coordinator as well that's going to play to his strengths. I think they're going to come out and let him start games and start drives, throwing the football a little bit more, and that will open up the offense. And then it will allow them to be balanced running the football. I think everything that he's said is probably going to go the way that it should. And I think Lamar Jackson is going to have a far more efficient season this year than we expect.
Wow. I think I need some Dramamine out there. I got motion sickness listening to all them numbers. Jeez, I thought that was very well stated. I look at Lamar Jackson's situation as such. When we say 30 passes, you got to be specific in saying what's dangerous, what isn't dangerous. Okay, when you're managing a quarterback of his athletic ability, which obviously is always overstated when you're talking about a black quarterback that can run, all right? This situation here, if he's averaging 9 yards on that first down with a pass, it's probably a flare pass. It's probably a flat pass, a 5 and out, drop the ball off pass. And you know why? Because they're expecting to run. And what is a flare pass? It's a pass that could have been a pitch, all right? You're talking about yak. We all know about yackleberry juice, right? Yards after catch, all right? That's probably where that 9-yard average is coming from. So I think about this in terms of any quarterback. I don't care if it's Aaron Rodgers to Tom Brady to any other quarterback. You look at Tom Brady, he's most efficient when Amendola and Wes Welker and all those guys historically that have played for him, Troy Browns, are doing those crossing routes, Gronkowski, crossing routes, outs. It's the timing, it's the spacing, it's the amount of yardage. If you're throwing shorter passes, you're going to have more success. When the defense comes up, if you have an efficient run game and you have completed your short passes, now intermediate to longer passes become more of a successful rate and a successful way of going about doing it. If you're saying 30 yards or more, 15 or more, 30 times a game, you should be fired. You should be fired.
I just think Lamar shouldn't put a number on it. Let's let it play out. Why put any expectations on it? Why talk about this, and then if it doesn't materialize, well, Lamar said that they were going to throw 30 times. Or what if they do start throwing 30 times and it's not successful? Then it'll be like, oh, are they doing this because this is what Lamar wants to and not what the coaches want to do? I wouldn't have put a number on it. I think, and Warren, I think your stats make perfect sense, and I get it. Let the guy throw on easier downs. That's what you do with a young quarterback. That's how you develop a quarterback. But I think Russell Wilson threw the ball 427 times last year. And Russell Wilson is one of the best, 2 or 3 best quarterbacks in the NFL. I'm not sure if Lamar should be throwing the ball more than Russell Wilson.
Well, I think when you start from a place of disbelief, then everything else is going to be confirmation bias towards that disbelief. So you're saying, I don't really believe you can throw like that, so why you put a number on it? But I hear a lot of good running backs and quarterbacks, when you believe in them, oh, I need to get 20 touches. We don't have a problem with it because we believe you need 20 touches. So this is really just a disbelief conversation. But since you're not in that building, and we're certainly not in his head, why would he ever profess that I don't believe in myself when this is a Heisman Trophy winner who actually has some metrics that was better the year he didn't win the Heisman?
Who's on the roster, notably, is on the roster with another Heisman Trophy winner that did the same exact thing and fought the same exact fight. And if you don't think that him and RG3 are having those conversations about what took place with him right down the road, going down the Beltway, it's...
At the end of the day, though, Lamar's best friends aren't stats. They're wins. That Russell Wilson wins the argument because he's a winner.
And Lamar's a winner, too.
Right. But again,
so
my answer to any questions about expectations are, we're going to do what's necessary to win.
Count on the Ravens to be doing that. They spent all offseason looking at the analytics and studying how are we going to maximize our offense's ability to win games during the season. And I think the less the Ravens talk about it, personally, I don't want them talking about their offense at all, because I do think it's going to be a different dynamic offense that the rest of the league is not running. That is an inherent edge to any offense that is a little bit different because defenses aren't accustomed to defending them. So I agree with you. I don't want Lamar putting a number on it, but I think we're going to see a really dynamic offense, and he's going to be able to pass the ball better than we expect.
All right, coming up, Michael Jordan's been out of the NBA for almost 2 decades.